And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I'm Brent Epperson.
I'm Jeremy Scheib. Good morning.
It finally happened. Well, I'm sure many, if not all of you know, the Nebraska men's basketball team won their first ever NCAA tournament game yesterday by defeating Troy at Oklahoma City. Now, that's where the game was played. The atmosphere inside maybe looked more like Pinnacle Bank Arena. My goodness, did Husker Nation show out yesterday. And the Nebraska men's basketball team played exceptionally well. Looked like the team that started the season winning 20 in a row as Nebraska ran away from Troy and didn't even put us Husker fans through biting our nails or anxiety or anything, really, in the second half. So tremendous performance, and the Nebraska men's basketball team will be moving on. Their next opponent in the second round of the tournament will be Vanderbilt, who got tested a little bit, had to hold off McNeese to advance, but that'll be your matchup on Saturday, Nebraska versus Vanderbilt in the NCAA men's basketball tournament. And they have set the game time for that. It'll be in the evening. So Thursday's game was early. Saturday's game will be late. Tip-off time has been put at 7:45. And we will broadcast the game for you courtesy of the Huskers Radio Network on Saturday night with coverage starting at 6:45.
I thought it was funny. I saw the Vanderbilt coach after their win yesterday. He made a statement during their press conference that said, "Oh, isn't it nice that we get to come to the NCAA tournament, get a win, and then be the one team that has to play a road game." As he said, it's basically going to be a road environment. And he said, all we have to do is put ourselves in this mentality that we were a good road team this year. And that's how we're going to have to prepare. And that's how we're going to have to play, because it's going to be a road game, because these people didn't go anywhere after. If they were already down here in Oklahoma City for Thursday, they're going to be down here for Saturday, and they're going to be packing this place.
Well, I think there's people who are planning travel now to be there on Saturday. There might be more Husker fans there.
Yeah, if they can squeeze them
on Saturday. I mean, with it being the weekend. So, but yeah, exciting stuff. One thing I think we do need to address, we've talked about it a little bit during the course of the week, but just a reminder, due to NCAA regulations and their broadcast rights, streaming of the Husker men's basketball game with Kent Pavelka on the call through the Huskers Radio Network, streaming of the game is not allowed. That's just the bottom line. And I know that we took several calls yesterday wondering why they couldn't listen to the game online, and that's the reason. The NCAA tournament certainly negotiates those broadcast rights. I know Westwood One has basically the entire radio rights for the full tournament. So, number one, I'm thankful that they, I guess, still allow the hometown and the home team networks to still broadcast the game, but they only allow that on the radio, radio feed only, no streaming. If you go to Huskers.com or use the Huskers app, you'll notice that they weren't able to stream it either. So that's just a rule that has been sent by the NCAA. We would have loved to have streamed the game for you yesterday, but unfortunately we're not allowed to do that. So the game will not be streamed on Saturday night, but you can listen to it on your radio on KBBN 95.3 FM on Saturday. Now, today, the Nebraska women's basketball team will continue play in the NCAA tournament. This is so cool to talk about both teams still playing in the NCAA tournament. And the Nebraska women will play Baylor today. Now, with the women's games, there is not that regulation. So we are allowed to stream the NCAA tournament women games, but not allowed to do it on the men's side. Don't ask me why. It's just the way things are. So you
and
will.
I don't have enough money to go up against the NCAA.
No, we're not. We're not going to test that rule. I can guarantee you. I don't think we want to be on their bad side. So, but we can stream the women's game today. So you'll be able to listen to it on KBBN.com and on the free KBBN Thunderbird app.
Good to know. Good to know.
And by the way, the coverage of the Nebraska women's game will start at 12:30 today on the Huskers Radio Network. Tip-off for the game is set for about 1 o'clock. So there you go. Here we are on a Friday and talking about both the men and the women in the NCAA tournament. Pretty exciting stuff. So we'll look forward to the men's game coming up on Saturday. If they can get past that, oh, my goodness, they'll be playing next weekend, too.
Yeah.
Wow. So we'll see what happens. But thanks again to all of the great businesses who support Husker Sports on the radio on KBBN FM. We appreciate you. All right, let's go to the school lunch menus. What are the kids eating today? Going to get you started by looking at the Prairie Pioneer Center first. Then we'll go to the school lunch menus. At the Prairie Pioneer Center today in Broken Bow, on their menu, vegetable beef soup, breadstick, veggies, and fruit. That'll be at the Prairie Pioneer Center. If you plan to attend today, they always appreciate a call ahead so that they can make plans and prepare for you. If you would call them by or before 9 a.m. this morning, they always appreciate that. If you need things like delivered meals, contact them about that as well. And the number to call is 872-6121.
And in Selma Myrna today, their local beef option is a burger with cheese. They also have cheese pizza and an Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter.
All right, Thetford School today, hot ham sandwich or grilled cheese on the menu today at Thetford.
At SEM today, a pizza quesadilla.
Ansley today, fish nuggets and french fries at Ansley.
Sargent having mac and cheese or tater tot casserole, peas and carrots, fruit cup and dinner roll, and milk.
At Arcadia Public Schools today, chicken tenders on the menu today at Arcadia.
At St. Hills, they are having pizza.
Arnold today, pizza as well at Arnold School.
Fish sandwich or chicken strips at Loop City today.
All right, Broken Bow still showing no school today at Broken Bow.
At Gothenburg Public Schools, taco burger, cheese pizza, pepperoni pizza. They also have a cheeseburger basket, a fresh baked combo sub, nacho snackable, Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter, and a Make It Fresh salad station, teriyaki chicken with flatbread.
And at Callaway School today, they're going to go with a nacho bar at Callaway.
At Kozad, General So with rice with fresh broccoli, tenders with garlic toast with seasoned fries, peanut butter and jelly sandwich with Colby Jack cheese stick and fresh broccoli, and a pizza bar with fresh broccoli. And last but certainly not least, at Litchfield, they are having tuna mac today.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy. Let's take a look at celebrity birthdays today. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you. You are celebrating with acclaimed movie director and New York Knicks fan, Spike Lee.
Spike.
Spike is 69 today. He is a fan of the New York Knicks.
He is. He's always in that front seat, that front row, and he knows a lot of the players, not only on the Knicks team, but on other teams too.
Yeah. He's a big fan of the NBA game, and I will forever remember watching the old Indiana Pacers New York Knicks matchups with him sitting in the front row getting into it with Reggie Miller.
Classic.
Those were classic confrontations. Let's see some others celebrating a birthday today. Bobby Orr is 78. The hockey legend. Orr is considered one of the greatest players of the game for revolutionizing the position of defense. He was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1979 at the age of 31, which was the youngest to be inducted at that time. Actress Holly Hunter celebrating a birthday today. She is 68, gained fame in films like Broadcast News and Raising Arizona, won an Oscar for the film The Piano, and voiced the mom in The Incredibles.
Oh, okay. It's a good fun fact.
Michael Rappaport, actor, comedian. He is 56 today. David Toulis, the actor, 63. And celebrating his birthday today is Jimmy Vaughn. He is 75 today. The blues rock guitarist co-founded the fabulous Thunderbirds. Happy birthday, Jimmy Vaughn. Brett and Jeremy back with you on this Friday on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Let's play the game.
All right. Time to continue our Irish American Month trivia. Today you are playing for a drink card from the Secret Garden. Now, you can see them outside of Myrna right now, but soon, my understanding is you'll be able to get these drinks as well at the new Secret Oasis, which is going to be opening in the former McDonald's building. So hold on to this until then, or go out there this weekend. Awesome place out there at the Secret Garden. All right, here's your question. If you know the answer, call us at 872-2801. Always like to give that number so that those of you that are new have an opportunity. Which Irish American is known for his immense influence in animation and entertainment throughout the 20th century and beyond? Is it A, Walt Disney, B, Mel Blanc, C, William Hanna, or D, Tex Avery? Walt Disney, Mel Blanc, William Hanna, or Tex Avery. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Dave and Brent.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
On KCNI KBBN Radio.
Are you looking for a local seed solution working alongside a local partner? Call Terry Sterner about your alfalfa, cane, cover crop, and food plot goals. He'd be happy to talk to you about the solutions he offers as a representative for La Crosse Seed. To maximize ROI while also keeping your wallet in mind, go with proven products that increase the bottom line at a good price. Call Terry Sterner in Myrna at 308-643-9476. That's Terry Sterner at 643-9476 for alfalfa, cane, cover crop, and food plot seed.
Are your aches and pains preventing you from doing the things you love? Call Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We offer complete one-on-one physical therapy for you. Call Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy is known as the best hands in town and will help you achieve your goals to keep you moving. Call Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
The Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow. Fresh 93% diet lean ground beef is $6.98 a pound, and Curly's barbecue meats are $4.98. Bird's Eye Voila skillet meals are $5.48 each, a great option for a quick meal. For dessert, Swiss Miss pudding 4-packs are $2.98. In produce, ripe red strawberry pounds are 2 for $5, and snack on some Keebler sandwich crackers. 8-count packages are $2.98. Grocery Cart of Broken Bow, online at gkbrokenbow.com.
Okay, we're here, and we have our caller on the line. I wanted to make sure we got this on the air here. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Tammy.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay. Do you know, now I think you gave me the answer to the question while we were talking off the air, but you know the answer, right? Who was it?
I said Walt Disney.
Yes, it was
that's
Walt
right.
Disney. Way to go. Now, you were also telling me that you had some thoughts on Dave's project that he thinks he's going to be doing at my place. What are your thoughts on that? I would like for you to share these.
I think that you ought to charge Dave for using your tools.
Yes. I agree. And how do you think I should charge him? Do you think it should be a flat fee or should I go hourly?
Well, he makes you pay 30 and he pays 30 and you have to pay 70.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 70%, 30%. I'll tell you what, I love your idea. I think maybe later today, if I have some time, I'm going to start working on my bill. And I'll just send it to him. What do you think?
That sounds good. But it's not right. I mean, he uses your stuff. You need to charge him.
Exactly. Hey, thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you calling in. Yeah.
And I have another one, too.
Yes.
Maybe you ought to get some stilts.
Well, yeah.
So you can reach so you can reach the bird feeders.
That's right. And knowing Dave, maybe Dave might even be working on making a pair of stilts for me. It's hard to tell. So,
He'd charge you.
yes, he would. He would charge me. That's for sure. Well, hey, thanks again for calling in. Hope you have a great weekend, and we appreciate you listening.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yes. I haven't. I don't know. I think Dave is being. He's never working at my place when I'm there. So
That's
I
a
haven't.
good contractor.
I don't see any big holes in the yard yet. So I'm thankful for that. We'll see what happens over the weekend. So anyway, appreciate you folks listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. This is the first day of spring.
Yeah, and it actually, well, ironically, tomorrow it's going to feel like summer. So we get one day of spring before we hop right into summer. They are not backing away from the temperature that they are predicting in forecasts. Still calling for 90-degree weather tomorrow.
Wow.
Which is incredible.
And then what, like a 30-degree difference then on Sunday? Is that still, I think I saw 59 maybe on Sunday.
It's something like that.
Which is still nice this time of year, but boy, it'll feel kind of cool compared to 90.
We're still getting into the upper 30s and into the 40s at night. I would venture to guess that most people had their windows open yesterday if you haven't turned on your air conditioning yet, which I'm guessing most of us have not.
Yeah.
Because during the day, I mean, you don't really need it when it's in the 60s and 70s. But yesterday it got into the 80s. It got hot out here inside of the studios. It was balmy. And then when I got home, it was also warm inside. But obviously when you've just got the heat turned on, you're not going to be able to solve that. So we just opened some windows to be able to get some cold air in there. And that was pretty nice.
If you're counting, it's now 92 days until the official first day of summer, just so you know.
Or in Nebraska, whenever it feels like it.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, we're just talking on the calendar when we say that. This is also Proposal Day. If you are considering popping the question to that special person in your life, there's no better day than today. National Proposal Day falls on the equinox when the amount of day and night is about the same. It's supposed to remind us that a successful partnership also requires equality and balance.
Any good proposal stories? Either you yourself or that you have witnessed? Have you ever just been somewhere in public and seen someone propose to somebody?
That's a great question. No, I don't think I have ever been somewhere where I've seen someone propose to someone else.
I've witnessed a few.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
So I have to ask, where did you witness it at?
A couple at sporting events.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I saw one happen in Colorado one time. We were at a natural, an outdoor park area and saw it happen there. Not many people around there. We were just kind of walking through that area, and there was a proposal going on.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
I bet it was neat.
Yeah. The sports ones, you don't see them coming until they're up on the screen, and then everyone's cheering and stuff like that. So, pretty cool.
That is neat. Okay, so National Proposal Day is today. This is also the International Day of Happiness. Smile. This is the United Nations International Day of Happiness, part of a huge global digital campaign encouraging people to support humanitarian efforts, making lives around the world a bit less miserable. So, International Day of Happiness today.
You know what makes me happy?
What's that?
Scaring Christy.
Well, watching the video of you scared Christy kind of made me happy.
Should I play the audio?
You want to?
Yeah, I'm going to play the audio into my microphone.
I am not getting in the middle of this.
I've got to tease the video, so if I post it online, people can see.
Can we? I would love for you to post it online. That'd be funny. Now, I think we can go ahead and give people a little context here. There's this battle going on between Jeremy and Christy about scaring one another. And I think it kind of started with her throwing the first punch, so to speak, because you were what? This was a while ago. You were out here working, and Christy...
Yes.
Christy, what, just snuck out and scared you?
I was out here being a dedicated employee, working on something late at night, outside of my quote-unquote normal hours, which, I mean, few of us in this building really have. And I was back at my desk and in the back office area, which happens to have a very large window behind it. And the shade was pulled down, so I couldn't see outside, but I was out. I was tapping on my computer. And she had noticed, or I think I had sent a Snapchat message to her and Shannon, who was working here at the time. And Christy was sitting on her couch at home. She saw that as an opportunity to come out here and scare me. So she pounded on that window in the middle of the night in the pitch black on the other side of that window right behind me.
Oh, right by your desk.
Late at night while I was working. And my heart has never felt that way. I'll just put it that way. I've never felt my body respond to anything like that in my life. It scared me bad. And I've been trying to get her back at an equal rate. Now, of course, Christy feels that for each scare, then you've got to get scared back. So it's kind of been back and forth since then. I told her yesterday.
It's about the quality of the scare.
Yes. Yeah. I still have not. Now, I did get her pretty good. Was that last year, coming out of the back studio here? I did that. You might have seen those videos online where you can lay on the ground. You lay on the ground instead of jumping out and scaring someone at eyeball height. You lay on the ground where they're not looking, and then you scare them from there. That video got a lot of traction. On my Facebook page, and a lot of people really enjoyed that. So, a couple of days ago, with Kristen being gone, we have this weather switch that has to be flipped at the end of the day in order for our weather coverage to work correctly in the overnight hours. And you have to go back into the transmitter room in order to do it. And transmitter room just kind of sits there most of the day with the lights off. It's dark in there. There's computer and radio equipment in there. So I knew that. I just happened to notice that time of day was coming up. So I went down and got in that transmitter room and just sat in a dark corner. Waited for Christy to come around the corner. And, this was the result. Let's take a listen here. She instantly claimed she jumped really bad.
I knew you were here.
And she instantly claimed she knew I was there, which is kind of funny. You can see her walk around the corner, and she kind of does like one of those leans, like you lean into a room like you do know someone's there. It still got her pretty good. So I might have to share that one. Keep an eye out for that one on my Facebook page.
Sounds good. It is good video. It is. All right. Hey, it's almost 8 o'clock. We're going to check out the news for you coming up after these words on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Ansley Lumber and Supply is looking for a motivated team member who has the skills of CDL driving, building materials knowledge, and confident customer service. A Class B CDL is strongly recommended for local deliveries, but this role also includes helping contractors and homeowners choose the right products, working in the yard and at the sales counter, and staying organized with computers. Benefits including health insurance and retirement are available. Apply in person on Main Street in Ansley or by emailing ansleylumber@gmail.com. A great job awaits at Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
Drivers and farmers need a DOT physical? Thompson Chiropractic has you covered. At Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, Dr. Riley Thompson provides certified DOT physicals to keep you moving safely and confidently. Some call it a CDL physical or a med card. Whatever you call it, Thompson Chiropractic handles it with professional, hassle-free care. When it's time for your next DOT physical, remember Thompson Chiropractic in Broken Bow, your dependable stop for DOT exams.
Put your tax refund to work at Gateway Motors. Every eligible vehicle comes backed with their lifetime powertrain limited warranty on vehicles within 7 model years or brand new with under 70,000 miles at no extra cost. Use that refund and drive something new like a brand new Chevrolet Trax with little to no money down and payments around $350 a month for well-qualified buyers. Bad credit, no credit, or great credit, they finance everyone. Don't forget the famous Gateway Motors First-Time Buyers Program. Just give them a call and ask, how does the Gateway Motors First-Time Buyers Program work? Gateway Motors, your gateway to the road ahead.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Day 20 of the Middle East war in Iran is once again targeting oil facilities in the Gulf. The BBC's Azadeh Moshiri from Dubai.
Emergency crews battled a fire at the Mina Al Ahmadi refinery, and some units have been forced to shut down, according to Kuwait state news agency. This is the nightmare scenario Gulf countries had hoped to avoid.
Lines still long at airports, and passengers like this woman in Atlanta have a message for lawmakers stalling on a government funding bill.
Get it passed, work together, come together so that we can continue to pay our people and care for the folks who keep our nation running.
This is the first day of spring, but it still feels like the height of summer in parts of the West. Ruben Pantaleon washes windows for a living near Palm Springs, where the high for today is 103.
It's really early for this heat around in the desert. Never been like this hot, ever.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, in a story released by the Nebraska Examiner, lawmakers received a bill to increase oversight of no-bid state contracts and voted to attach a separate proposal allowing some residents outside city limits, specifically around Lincoln and Omaha, to vote in city elections. The committee approved combining the bills after reconsideration, despite earlier disagreement. Supporters say the voting measure would give a voice to the people affected by city regulations without representation. Opponents argue it could let non-city residents influence city decisions unfairly and create logistical issues. The combined bill, originally focused on auditing state contracts amid recent controversy, now includes the voting proposal and is still under committee review, with further amendments under consideration. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
Luka Doncic put on a show in Miami.
Beside his name, Doncic again! That is Luka magic!
Lakers television from Spectrum Sportsnet on the call. Doncic ended with 60 points as the Lakers outscored the Heat 134-126, extending their winning streak to 8. Victor Wembanyama hit the game winner, ended with 34 points and 12 rebounds as the Spurs defeated the Suns 101-100. San Antonio has officially clinched a playoff spot. The Pelicans defeated the Clippers 105-99. LA has lost 4 in a row, and the Hornets topped the Magic 130-111. At the NCAA tournament, 11 seed VCU came all the way back to take down 6 seed North Carolina 78-82 in overtime, and 11 seed Texas outscored 6 seed BYU 79-71.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A fire weather watch begins at 11 a.m. tomorrow and remains in effect until 4 a.m. Sunday morning. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 87. Winds out of the northwest 8 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies again tonight, lows level off around 44. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, my answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
8:05 is the time. Let's go outside and see what it feels like with Jack Simpson.
Another beautiful morning. I will say that. It is just gorgeous. 47 under a mostly sunny sky. There's just a few light and fluffy clouds in the area. Now, winds out of the west are 5 to 10 with the barometric pressure at 30.01. Humidity down to 48%. No rain or snow in the last 24 hours and 600ths of precipitation for the month. Beautiful day for cruising yesterday as we had a high yesterday of 86 with an overnight low of 43.
All right. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate the report.
You're welcome.
All right. Yesterday, had our good friend Paul Holland stop in to visit with us. And, of course, Paul is involved with Knights of Columbus and the delicious fish fries that they have been hosting during the Lenten season. Want to remind you that they'll have a fish fry tonight, which they will host in Sargent at the Sargent Community Center. And they'll be serving from 5:30 until 7 this evening. The final one will be a week from today on March 27th. And that'll be in Ansley, served at the Ansley Community Center. Now, we have been informed that they have decided to take the funds that will be raised during that fish fry. This is the one in Ansley on March 27th. The funds raised there will go toward fire relief for the state of Nebraska. So
I hope they have a lot of fish.
Yes.
Because I just get the gut feeling that here in central Nebraska, when people hear something like that, oh, I get to eat delicious fish from the Knights of Columbus and support an amazing cause for fellow Nebraska firefighters, there's going to be a lot of people there.
And along with that, it's their last one of the season.
That too.
Yes.
That too. I need to make it to one of those. So much so in this business, and I'm sure you run into this too. We do so much promoting of these different items, and you want to get to every single one of them. And then all of a sudden, you get to these things that are scheduled for over several weeks, and you get to the end of promoting them on the air, and you start panicking because you yourself have not made it to one when you've been promoting it the whole time. That's where I'm at with fish fries. I'm starting to panic. I got to make plans to be there in Ansley.
There you go. Know that the funds raised there at the Ansley Fish Fry a week from today will be donated to the fire relief effort here in the state of Nebraska. What do you have over there, partner?
Well, I've got an option for folks after they go to the fish fry on Friday. They can wake up and head to the parking lot at Tractor Supply in Broken Bow to see Irwin Gardens and Poultry. They're going to be there again this Saturday with farm fresh goodness that you don't want to miss. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can stock up on eggs and, I see. There's a play on words here. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can stock up on exactly what your kitchen needs.
Nice. I get it.
Straight from the coop to your table, you can support local, eat better, and taste the difference with Irwin Produce and Poultry. You can have a dozen large eggs for $3 or an 18-pack of medium eggs for only $3. Don't let this deal scramble away. You can add some farm fresh flavor to your weekend. Irwin Produce and Poultry at Tractor Supply this Saturday from 10 until 1. They plan to be there every Saturday morning, so do keep them in mind. You can't beat farm fresh eggs.
If you haven't gotten registered yet, we encourage you to register your name to play Mind Match with us. It's our newest on-air radio game that we play on Wednesday mornings at 7:45 on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We've played it 3 times, have yet to get a winner. So every time we don't have a winner, we add to the cash jackpot prize. And the cash jackpot is up to
$100.
$100. So if you want a chance to win $100, and who doesn't, make sure you get registered in the contestant pool for Mind Match. Very easy to do so. Just go to the contest page of sandhillsexpress.com. You'll be able to register there, and you'll also find details on how the game works if you're not too familiar with it yet. But we'll look forward to playing that on Wednesday morning, so get registered for a chance for your name to be drawn and then a chance to match somebody's mind to win $100. It is brought to you by the Garden Center and Gateway Motors.
And I'll be calling the next contestant on Monday. So if you've registered, kind of keep an eye on your phone. If you miss my call, it's not a big deal. You've got 24 hours to call me back in order to let us know that you want to play. If you do not call back, we've got to move on to other contestants. Sure. We had to do that last week. Actually didn't receive a call back from the person I called the first time. Now they stay in the contestant pool. They're still eligible to play. But, just give me a ring back, and we'll set you up to play on Wednesday.
All right, sounds good. Today is Alien Abduction Day. Raise your hand if you've been abducted by aliens.
Not that I know of.
I
tend to think they don't want you to know you've been abducted.
It says here that most Americans think extraterrestrials, I got it out, exist, and 1 in 5 of us believe aliens have visited planet Earth.
Where do you fall on both of those categories? Do you believe extraterrestrials exist?
No. Certainly not as they're portrayed in the movies.
Okay,
anyway.
see, that's always the distinction I
guess
make
I'll
with
say
people.
that.
Extraterrestrials, by definition, are a living thing from another planet. I always tell people, okay, it's fine for you not to believe that the alien with big eyes and a green bald head doesn't exist out there somewhere, because that's how they're portrayed in the movies.
Yeah.
But when you start thinking about how an extraterrestrial is just another living thing from somewhere other than Earth, that's all it has to be. And you think of how big the universe is, we're so itty-bitty and small. There's got to be another solar system out there that has a planet that works similarly like we do with the sun to support life. Somewhere. Could be light years away. We'll never see it. It's got to be out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not aliens have visited Earth, that's another discussion. But as far as just something else out there that lives, has to be. Has to be. The universe is huge.
It is. Yeah.
You could get in a rocket ship traveling at light speed the day you were born and travel forever your entire life until you live to be 130 even, and pass away and never see the edge of the universe. There's something out there. It's got to be.
Yeah.
When you think about it that way.
Yeah.
So can you tell? That's another weird thing that I
was going to say, you're really passionate about this.
Every now and then, you trip up on one of these things that you yourself could sit and have a discussion on for a while. That just happens to be one of them for me.
Yeah.
Kind of in a weird way.
So with it being Alien Abduction Day.
Ooh, are you going to play Alien?
Of course.
All right.
Moisturizer, original or sensitive, is $9.99. Dove products are known for making your skin healthy. Beauty bars are $5.99, and so are body washes. Damage therapy shampoo and conditioners are available at $4.99. Barney Pharmacy, with savings on skincare products in downtown Broken Bow.
Brent and Jeremy back with you on a Friday here in the studio with you on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. When we came on the air, of course, we were talking about Nebraska basketball, Nebraska men picking up the win in the NCAA tournament yesterday, advancing out, and will play Vanderbilt tomorrow night in the tournament. The Nebraska women's team will play in the NCAA tournament today when they take on Baylor. And we'll have both of those games for you live on the radio on KBBN 95.3 FM. Coverage of the women's game today at 12:30. Coverage of the men's game tomorrow night starts at 6:45. Now, also going on this week is the NCAA Wrestling Championships. And after day one, which was yesterday, the Nebraska wrestling team sits in second place. They had a really good day yesterday. 27 points is what they accumulated following the first day of the competition. 7 Huskers advanced to the quarterfinals with all 10 qualifiers still alive in the tournament. Number 3 seed Brock Hardy at 141 went to the quarters. Chance Lamer had a great day at 149. He's into the quarters. Defending national champion, number 2 seed at 157 pounds, Antrell Taylor into the quarterfinals. Christopher Minto made the quarters at 174. Silas Allred into the quarterfinals at 184. Camden McDaniel is into the quarterfinals. And number 4, A.J. Ferrari at heavyweight is in to the quarterfinals after all of them went 2-0 yesterday. So we'll see how that plays out today, but it's been an awfully good start to NCAA tournament action all across the board for Husker sports.
Wrestling team had a really good start, and there were some good upsets in there. One upset in particular was just amazing. So, yeah, they're doing really, really well. And you talked about how the Nebraska men's basketball team just was easy on the hearts of Husker fans yesterday. I mean, there were times where you're like, oh, we're up 12. I really wish we were up by more.
Yeah.
But that's about as uncomfortable as we were when we were worried about whether they were going to put them away. But I think that's a result of past traumas as a fan.
Oh, sure.
You've been up, and then the scoring drought happens, and then all of a sudden you're losing. But they did so many things. I mean, you have to search hard to find something they didn't do well. I looked at their 2-point shot chart from that game, makes and misses. All of their makes were inside the lane area, all of them from 2. And you say, okay, that's fine. Most of them you'd expect them to be. But when you look at where they missed shots from 2-point range, only 3 shots were even taken from anywhere but inside the lane. Mid-range jumpers, a lot of people will tell you, is the worst shot in basketball. Take one step further back, and you get an extra point if you make it, you know? So I thought that was good.
Yeah, it was. And we'll see if they can continue that tomorrow night when they take on Vanderbilt.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. When the game was over yesterday, I think I was the first one to make the comment, and you were right there with me. Nebraska won the game, and then I think I just screamed out, I want more.
Yeah, more.
More. Now we got to win the next one. So
I know that's the way the team feels as well, though.
Yes, exactly.
They said, you know, it's great to get this monkey off our back and to be able to do something that and they all said it. They said, this is for all of those previous tournament teams that came here and were one and done. This is for all of the previous All-Americans who were a part of teams that didn't even make the tournament. And they said that's for all of them, but we are not satisfied. And they're going to focus up. They're going to get themselves refocused for Saturday and try to do her.
All right. We'll see how it all plays out tomorrow night. Yesterday, we had a great visit with our dear friend Roland Sell, who came in from Arcadia to talk about the Arcadia Methodist Church and Arcadia Methodist Men Family Banquet, which is coming up a week from tomorrow. It'll be on Saturday, March 28th, starting at 7 p.m., It'll be held at the Arcadia High School Gymnasium. This is a family event, so bring the whole family out. Roland mentioned that there is still some time to get tickets if you would like to attend. They need to get the numbers turned into the caterer, though, for the meal, which you'll have the opportunity to enjoy. So if you want to attend, please reach out. Here's some contact numbers to reserve your tickets: 308-202-0136, 308-750-4208, 308-202-1314, and 308-202. The last number is cut off the page, at least this page.
The whole sheet is on the community calendar page of sandhillsexpress.com. So if you want to see that, it's listed on next Saturday. And I've got a story coming out, I think my plan is on Monday, to just kind of give you a reminder. If you don't get it accomplished now or over the weekend, Monday will be that reminder, and that story will have Roland's number in it for you.
Great. Thank you, Jeremy. Their featured speaker this year is Brittany Wilkins. If you missed our visit with Roland yesterday talking about her, she was an outstanding high school girls basketball player in the state of Nebraska for Arlington, also the alma mater of Mr. Jeremy Shipe.
She had a much more interesting life after leaving Arlo Tech than I did.
Yeah, Brittany, very accomplished in the sport of basketball, went on to play for the WNBA, played abroad internationally, and now I think spending some time in the classroom, I believe, from our visit with Roland. So she will be the featured speaker, and we know you'll enjoy it. So you must have advance tickets. They are $15. Now, they do provide free advance tickets to youth who are high school age and under. So keep that in mind. And they would love to see you out for the Arcadia Methodist Church Family Banquet. And it will take place on Saturday, March 28th at 7 p.m.
Hi, this is Andrew Knost, CEO at Gothenburg Health. We believe quality healthcare does more than heal. It helps communities thrive. We continue to reimagine rural healthcare with a balance of innovation, compassion, and expertise to serve you better. And because we're supporting our friends, family, and neighbors, delivering quality care just means more. Gothenburg Health, well ahead.
Agland ATV offers sales, service, parts, and accessories for all major brands of ATVs and UTVs. Plus, they're your local Polaris dealer, offering new and used ATVs and side-by-sides. Agland ATV prides themselves on exceeding the needs of their customers because they know your machine helps you work or have fun, and that's important. From sales to service, Agland ATV loves serving the great people of central Nebraska. West Highway 2, Broken Bow. Online at aglandatv.net and on Facebook.
Whether for a night alone, a date night, or a fun family night, nothing compares to a night at the movies. See movies at your local theaters, the Fox Theater in Broken Bow or Cozad. Head to watchthefox.com to see what's showing. Fridays are new movie day. Ask them about theater rental for your event, celebration, or meeting with or without concessions in a movie. No matter the time of year, gift cards to the Fox Theater are a perfect gift. The Fox Theater in Broken Bow and Cozad. Visit watchthefox.com.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And when it comes to bad weather, KCNI and KBBN are where you turn 24/7. Whether it's lightning, snow, high winds, or tornadoes, we're live on the air keeping you safe and informed.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Or at least a better forecast. Check sandhillsexpress.com anytime for weather alerts, road conditions, and closings. When the skies turn, KCNI and KBBN turn it up.
8:32 is the time. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, and we welcome Custer Public Power District into the studio with us on this Friday morning. Brad and April, good morning to you both. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having us. We're good.
Yes, good to see you.
Yeah, good to be back.
Yes, nice to have you guys back. All right, my first question is this. Is there any way through Custer Public Power we can tell who turned on their air conditioner yesterday?
No, not exactly.
Okay, all right.
Not exactly.
I was just wondering how many actually did. I know out here anyway. Jeremy and I were talking about it earlier today. Man, it got hot in this building, I know, yesterday.
We have the front door and the back door, and those are the only things that open to give any kind of relief. But it wasn't all that much cooler outside, so it didn't really help all that much. But
yeah.
I would venture to guess maybe we'll see some flip on Saturday, but maybe at least windows opening.
Yeah, for sure. Well, listen, I want to get to what you guys want to present here this morning, but I did have a question to get us started. Obviously, everybody's been following the wildfire situation across the state of Nebraska. We had the Road 203 fire up in the Halsey area. I know that's kind of right in Custer Public Power's territory. From the CPPD standpoint, Brad, did that cause issues for you guys in regards to the fires, or?
Thankfully, it didn't.
Okay.
We monitored it real closely. We had a couple of linemen patrolling that area just to make sure, but I think it stayed in the forest area, which isn't necessarily good, but it did not cause us any damage, at least so far, but we're watching those fires closely. I don't think all PPDs throughout the state have fared quite so well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. So what are some of the topics you guys wanted to address here this morning?
Well, one area I wanted to start with, we are very proud to present an official outage map for our customers. If you go to our website, on a basic computer or on your mobile device, either way, if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see a dark gray bubble that says outage map. And if you click on that, it'll highlight our territory for you and show us the current outages that we have right now. It doesn't show ETA on restoration, but we will do our best to update customers when that information is available. But we believe this is a good step forward, particularly when we have widespread outages. Hopefully we don't have one, but history tells us that, hey, we probably will. And our customers will be able to go out and see just how many outages we have, how many meters are out, and they'll be able to see us restore them periodically and get updates. There's even a weather overlay on that map, which is a nice feature. It doesn't loop, so it doesn't automatically spin like you might see on some of the big national sites, but every couple of minutes it'll refresh and show you. So as storms are moving towards your particular area, you can watch them coming in. So we're real proud of that.
Yeah. Amazing how technology has changed everything, including just getting information out to your customers.
Absolutely. Now, we want to remind people to still call in. Everything's not foolproof. We still are communicating with our meters through radio signals, and sometimes those get lost. So we still encourage our customers to call us when they do have an outage. But again, it's nice to be able to see the progress.
Yeah, for sure. Now, April, I know that when you come in, lots of times we talk rebates. Is that one of the topics this morning? How we can save some money?
You would be sorely disappointed if I didn't.
Well, I know.
Right?
I get excited when you walk in because I'm like, oh, we're going to find out how to save money. Who doesn't love to hear those words, right?
Well, I am going to narrow my focus today.
Okay.
First, I'm going to talk Stockwells. We have just generated all of the Stockwell bills yesterday, so they will be getting into your mailboxes within the next week or so. And be sure to give us a call if something doesn't look right. And so just be out on the lookout for those.
Okay.
My real focus today is irrigation.
Irrigation. Okay, yeah.
We know how dry it is, how miserably dry it is. And there's already been wells being turned on. And I don't blame them whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what I want to be more curious about for my load versus the air conditioners.
Okay.
And I did not look yesterday, so I'm going to look today.
All right.
So I can figure out how much more we picked up yesterday.
Yeah.
But you know, with irrigation, it comes around once a year, kind of like those stock wells, and along with the stock wells and irrigation, I can still take changes. If you've sold your property, if you're a new renter, something along those lines, if the bill needs to go somewhere different, please give me a call, and that way I can get the bill out to the right person the first time, and we don't have to go back and try to recreate and redo and make sure it gets to the right location the second time. So, and then also rate changes. People they decide how much control they want. They can go for giving Custer all the control to the irrigator having almost all of the control. So irrigators can choose what they want. It is based on cost. So that is a big component that everyone needs to take into consideration. But the deadline for those rate changes is April 1st. If you make the change after April 1st, there's a cost involved, an extra cost. And I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't like anybody paying more than they have to. So April 1st is the deadline. If you give me a name change after April 1st, it's a battle of time. Have I already made the change? Have I already done the bills? Versus when did you give me the change information? So I still like to have all the name changes by April 1st just to be safe, to make sure that I can get everything done in time to get the bills printed. So,
yeah.
We, in the last few years, we have done a lot with trying to notify customers on power factor percentages, and that involves capacitors. Okay. In 2025, it was the first year that customers had a power factor adder on their spring bill. Okay, so 2026 is the second year to have that adder on there. So people are still figuring this out. We're still trying to get the word out. But if you look on your bill, and it shows up on the back of the bill, where it kind of light items everything out. If you see a power factor below 93, please contact your electrician. They all know about the capacitors and what they need to do with the capacitors, and either replacing, adding, whatever they need to do. It's going to lower your bill. Okay? It's not going to lower it this time, but it'll lower it in the future. And that's what I want people to do.
Okay.
And just as I said before, I don't want people to pay any more than they have to pay.
Yeah, right.
So that is, it can be a big deal. It can be a big cost. Not everybody's seeing the same cost. There's a formula that takes a lot of things into consideration. So you can't just say it's one fee across the board for everybody. So, can you think of something that I'm missing on that aspect, Brad?
Well, the only thing I would add is that we're here to help. So whether you're the farmer, the irrigator yourself, or your electrician calls Custer, we can help you figure out what you need to do in order to get above that 93% and reduce your cost. There's no fee for that. It's just a service that we provide to try to help you. It helps you lower your bill, and it helps us as we're purchasing power from our GNT. So that's the only other thing I would add. I think you did a great job explaining that. Just that feel free to call us if you need to.
Explain that 93% threshold if you can, without getting too deep into the weeds. But in layman's terms, kind of explain to me what that means and what the benefit is to people of getting above that, and how that savings happens through that.
The 93% kind of gives an efficiency rating,
okay,
you might say. All motors, they have an efficiency rating already built in, but they're not at 93%. And that's the nature of an electric motor, okay? They're complicated and I am not a motor person, so please forgive me in how I'm explaining this. But bottom line, it's an efficiency.
Okay.
The motors themselves cannot get to that 93%, and they put out what we call dirty power. Okay. So the capacitors go in there and they clean up that motor, clean up that power that is that dirty power that's emitting. And it's going to help Custer, but it's also going to help that motor. It's going to not make that motor run so hot. It's going to improve the life of that motor. Now, if it's already a 30-year-old motor and you add the capacitor, I'm not going to say you're going to get another 30 years out of it. I don't know that. But it's going to improve it, and you might get a few more years out of it afterwards. It also improves the voltage. As irrigation really ramps up during the summertime, and as Custer, we are always monitoring our different feeds, our different lines to monitor that voltage, and because we need it to be at a certain level so all of the irrigators can run smoothly. The more we have to fluctuate with the voltage because the motors are emitting this bad power, it just causes more problems.
Sure.
And so that's how it's helping customer, but ultimately helping the customer as well. We're not having to do a bunch of changes out on the line. Things just run smoother.
Gotcha. Okay.
You were talking about if people need to make changes. If they do, is there information that they kind of need to have available to share with you to help streamline the process so that there's not so much back and forth? And if so, what is some of the information they kind of need to have ready if changes are needed to be made?
Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, it is important to know what your system is doing. On the bill, and you can look at last year's fall bill, you can look at this year's spring bill, but it shows the peak demand, shows that power factor, and it shows your horsepower. Okay? Those are the three things that the electrician needs. They need to know what is your system peaking at. That way they can size the capacitor to that peak and get the best power factor for you, or at least to get to that 93. I realize that finding a bill from last year is not always the funnest thing to do.
Yeah.
I have a nice, pretty report. I'm a girl, pretty, that shows all the information you need. And it gives you more than you may realize. It'll tell you your control days, what control rate you're on. Shows all the list of your accounts that are mailed to your house. So you can give me a call. I am happy to mail that to you. And it's all on one sheet. You can give it to your electrician. You can do whatever you need to do. But that way you're not having to look through every single bill to find out, okay, which one's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It shows it all in a list.
Okay.
So, and I'm happy to give that out.
Right. Well, listen, we don't know what Mother Nature's going to do, and hasn't really been helping us out yet in regards to precipitation. So, man, this could be quite the year, couldn't it, when it comes to irrigation?
Yeah. The last couple of years, spring has been dry and not so great. We've lucked out during the summertime. We really have. I don't know when that's going to quit.
Yeah.
And so, but if I had a crystal ball and was able to tell you all, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't be sitting here.
Well, I know one thing. We would be asking you to give us the weather forecast, and we would pay you to do that because you would know what it's going to do.
Yes.
You would be making all kinds of money.
Yep. Yes. Now, if you look at NOAA, they are calling for a dry, hot summer.
Yeah.
So if they have the crystal ball, then that's what we need to prepare for.
Right.
So now, along that same lines, we've lucked out these last summers with rain actually coming in. And this summer, if it doesn't work out that way and the irrigators don't have enough control, they can call me and we can make changes. It's going to cost. There's always a fee associated to it because we're making changes mid-season and it can affect our power bill. So that's why there's extra costs involved. But if you're on a full control rate and I'm just controlling you way too much and you need more water, call me. We can make a change, and you'll just get an additional bill. We can talk about that with each individual customer. But that is an option. It is an option. So that's the best I can tell you in preparation.
Yeah. Well, and I know that Custer Public Power, Brad, puts a lot of effort into the preparation part because there is the fear of the unknown, so you have to be prepared for the unknown, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as April said, we don't know what the weather's going to do this year, so we'll do our best to make sure we're fully prepared, whether the door opens and the flood, well, not flood, but the rain starts coming in, great. But if not, we're going to do our best to make sure we're prepared to handle that additional load. Of course, we get our power supplied by MPPD, so we are a little bit reliant on them and what they tell us we can and can't do. But within the bounds there, within our agreement there, we will do everything we can to make sure that every farmer and every customer has the adequate power throughout the season.
Yeah. Other things that you guys wanted to share here this morning?
Well, it wouldn't be right if I didn't talk about rebates, right?
Yay, all right, there we go.
So for irrigators, we have some programs out there. They've been out there for quite a few years now, but it's always something to good refresh on. If you are changing out your sprinkler system on irrigation, I'm not talking about your lawn. Okay. Can't do your lawn. Irrigation sprinkler packages. If you're changing those out, I have a $500 rebate that you can get. I have a simple application that just needs to be filled out. I need to know a little of information, but I'm really not asking for a lot that people don't usually know already. Moisture sensors. It seems as though those have kind of quieted down the last year or so, but if you are interested in those moisture sensors, then I do have a rebate for each field for so many sensors to be installed. So if you're still interested in that, if you're looking into it, or if you've already done it, let me know, and I can get a rebate for you. When you're having trouble with the well, or you're wanting to check the efficiency of the well, you can go to your local well dealer, and they can do a pump efficiency test. I will pay for one pump efficiency test per field. So if you've had that done, I will pay up to $350 for one of those. And then if that pump efficiency test says you need to do some work, if you want to make your pump work better, you need to do some work. I've got what we call a custom irrigation rebate, and it's all based on the work that is done to that pump. Okay, so I can't really say if you do this, you get this much money. It's based on what savings we think you're going to get because of the changes you've made. Okay. One of the big ones is usually if someone's converting from a diesel to an electric well. If you just change the motor, you're not necessarily changing the efficiency. But if you get into that pump and you start making changes, that's when the efficiency really starts to kick in. And that's where I can help. So if you're making a lot of changes, if you're having to do more than just a motor swap, give me a call.
Okay.
And I will do what I can to try to get you some more money. Not promising lots and lots, but every little bit helps, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and I think we always mention this, but just to remind people, what you're talking about, these different rebate options and programs, this is for Custer Public Power District customers.
Correct.
Right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Yes. And you can get on our website, custerpower.com. That is, you can see the outage map that Brad was talking about. You can see all of our rebates. And we've got lots of other stuff out on there when it comes to irrigation and the Smart Hub, our customer portal. You can still see what you're using during the irrigation season through that portal. So if you're wondering how much have I used so far this year, that's somewhere you can go look. So,
are there still rebates in place for electric lawnmowers if people are getting a new lawnmower going into the spring?
Yes.
Okay.
And that rebate has opened up a little bit, so it's more than just lawnmowers, chainsaws, or tillers. Pretty much any lawn equipment that is battery or electric somehow, I can rebate it. It's 20%. If you buy extra batteries at the time you're buying the equipment, I can rebate those batteries as well. So
great.
So yeah,
something to remember.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up and reminding me.
Yeah.
Well, and we talk about, since we're on the topic, kind of the electric lawnmower or whatever, these things have changed and improved so much over the years from when they were first introduced. So, I mean, rebate options on these things is a big deal because the power that they have now really is amazing when you start to think about the way they started. So.
I agree.
Well,
I don't
always
have
remember
one.
that ad that you recorded. Gosh, it's been a couple of years ago. It says they're gasless but not gutless. It's very true because it's instant power and torque. They're impressive to say the least. And I don't like changing out the carburetor on anything. And the fuel system on your weed whacker can only gum up so many times. And every time it does it, you're already sweaty and grassy from mowing the lawn. And then that just makes you that much more frustrated.
Yes.
It's just like kicking you while you're down, You just want a nice cold shower. You wouldn't have to deal with that anymore.
You've hit the nail on the head. So, yep.
Is there any chance that Custer Public Power would put together a program where I could, since we're talking weed eaters, that someone there would string the twine on my weed eater?
Yeah, is there a rebate for that?
Is there any way? You guys, could you guys
electric or gas? That's just horrible.
Yeah. That's like the worst part.
That is definitely the worst part. Unfortunately, we don't offer anything like that right now, but I would certainly take advantage of it myself.
That's an idea for you. I know you guys are always want to be progressing and serving your customer base.
Be helpful.
Yeah.
It's one thing when you're putting that stuff on and it happens and it goes everywhere when it's in your hands. Last summer, it happened where I was super proud of myself. Of course, had the video. I've not put string inside of my string trimmer without loading up a YouTube video because you forget every single time you go to do it. So I'm watching this YouTube. I follow it to a T. I snap it back on the weed whacker. I fire up the weed whacker and I lower it down to the ground to go and I hit the trigger. And that's when it came apart, is when it started. I had to tell you, it's 10 times worse than when it happens in your hands.
Yes, exactly.
I just had to give up, and it was so tied up, I just had to go get a new string of it. I just gave up. I just threw it away.
I know. So there you go. We're idea people here at KBBN. So
I see that.
You guys have always been very good with the ideas.
Oh, I know. Yes. Well, we've inherited that from Dave.
You spend enough time around him over the years, you start to become an idea person yourself.
That's right. And then, of course, as we always say, what people do with those ideas is up to them.
Yes.
But anyway, we still have a couple of minutes left. Is there anything else that we haven't touched on yet that you guys wanted to share? Or?
Well, I'll just kind of put this out there. I sent out the irrigation newsletter. It kind of talks about everything that we've talked about today. It gives an update on our irrigation rates for the year. It just has a little thing about the rebates. We did have a little error in our newsletter. We put the wrong phone number in there. So sorry, Custer Chief. Your number is in our newsletter because you're only one number different from us. So I'm sorry, Custer Chief.
Custer too.
Exactly. So if you call the chief and you're asking about rebates, they're not going to be able to help you. You got to
Did you give them the information so that maybe they can help at that moment? Another idea from me. Just streamline that.
So please look our phone number up. It is actually on the very back part of our newsletter. It's along the side of the newsletter. It gives the correct phone number for Custer Power. So,
okay.
But yeah, it goes into it doesn't go in depthly of the rebates, but it does talk about all the equipment that the customer needs to have, and then what we also supply, because it is a mixture of things. So it is a good way to know what am I supposed to have versus what's Custer going to do.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. Anything else? Did we touch the highlights?
We did.
All right. Wonderful. Appreciate you guys coming out. Great information that was shared this morning, so thank you. Custer Public Power District, our guests on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll check in with the news after these words.
At Rise Rehab and Performance, our mission has always been to keep Broken Bow and their surrounding area moving. Now we're moving too. To better serve you, we've relocated from West Highway 2 to our brand new clinic space at 1110 South B Street. Same expert therapists, same personalized care, just a new home. Whether you're recovering or staying active, come see us at our new location on South B Street. Rise Rehab and Performance. Your recovery starts here.
Don't let a dry spell or a lackluster lawn get you down. Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair specializes in both revitalizing lawns and keeping them beautiful. Have them come to your home or business and worry about applying fertilizer with their 5-step program. Then sell the lawnmower and have them cruise by and take care of that too. To keep your lawn happy, ask about sprinkler repair and aeration. Licensed and insured, serving Custer County and beyond. 308-870-0348.
Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
Reinke is introducing a game changer with the first ever E3 irrigation system and uniform coupler spacing. Regardless of span lengths or combinations of the E3, the application rate is consistent from the first coupler to the last. A patent-pending design, it was rebuilt from the ground up. It's an impactful innovation of the E3 irrigation system. Watering of crops is optimized and tracking performance is improved. Consistency is a game winner. Contact your local Reinke dealer, Central Nebraska Diesel, and see how you can score results. Discover common sense. Discover E3.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Day 20 of war. Iranian drones have hit an oil refinery in Kuwait. Benjamin Netanyahu's updated Israel's operations.
We destroyed a lot of the nuclear infrastructure. But what we're destroying now are the factories that produce the components to make these missiles.
Line still long at U.S. airports as the partial government shutdown denies TSA officers paychecks. Republicans say it's up to Democrats like Senator Peter Welch to okay funding.
We should fund TSA, and I support that right away. And we should separate out the area where we have a real dispute, and that is on ICE.
Spanish police say the death of University of Alabama student Jimmy Gracie was likely an accident. His body found in the water off Barcelona. CBS's Lee Canary.
Gracie was 20 years old. He was the eldest of 5 siblings, and his friends at the University of Alabama say he was a mentor and a man of faith.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Monsi Bolaños.
Luka Doncic put on a show in Miami.
Beside his name, Doncic again! Again! That is Luka Magic!
Lakers television from Spectrum Sportsnet on the call. Doncic ended with 60 points as the Lakers outscored the Heat 134-126, extending their winning streak to 8. Victor Wembanyama hit the game winner, ended with 34 points and 12 rebounds as the Spurs defeated the Suns 101-100. San Antonio has officially clinched a playoff spot. The Pelicans defeated the Clippers 105-99. LA has lost 4 in a row, and the Hornets topped the Magic 130-111. At the NCAA tournament, 11-seed VCU came all the way back to take down 6-seed North Carolina 78-82 in overtime, and 11-seed Texas outscored 6-seed BYU 79-71.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A red flag warning begins at 10 a.m. tomorrow and remains in effect until 4 a.m. Sunday morning. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 87. Northwesterly winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 44. Tonight, clear skies. Highs around 96. Tomorrow, sunny skies. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Power Solutions of Broken Bow is proud to be your local Vermeer dealer, offering the strongest equipment and parts out there. They are also your one-stop diesel shop, fixing major breakdowns to simple repairs. 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, Power Solutions, your local Vermeer dealer.
The Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow. Fresh 93% diet lean ground beef is $6.98 a pound, and Curly's barbecue meats are $4.98. Bird's Eye Voila skillet meals are $5.48 each, a great option for a quick meal. For dessert, Swiss Miss pudding 4-packs are $2.98. In produce, ripe red strawberry pounds are 2 for $5, and snack on some Keebler sandwich crackers. 8-count packages are $2.98. Grocery Cart of Broken Bow, online at gkbrokenbow.com.
All right, Brent and Jeremy back with you here in the studio on this Friday as we roll into the 9 o'clock hour. Currently 53 degrees already here this morning at our KCNI and KBBN studios. A lot of things going on this weekend, so we hope you folks have an enjoyable and safe weekend coming up. We always encourage you to be watching sandhillsexpress.com. Of course, we try to keep you up to date with news and sports, especially locally, right there on the front page. But, boy, don't overlook the tabs at the top. A lot of information there. Of course, we have community calendar, and a good reminder, too, if you or your organization have something coming up that you would like to have posted on our community calendar, please send us the information. Easiest way to do it anymore is to just email it. The email address is info@sandhillsexpress.com. But a lot of other things showing up. We're kind of in that auction time. I know auctions being posted on the auction page, so check that out. And lately, we've had a lot of job opportunities popping up on the employment page, and among them right now being posted is multiple positions through Myers Construction.
Yeah, I would venture to guess they're getting ready to get busy. I don't think there's really a time of year where they're not busy, but they're going to be keeping plenty busy, and they want you to be a part of their team. They're seeking dependable team members for the following positions: diesel mechanic, welder fabricator, electrical apprentice, construction laborer, pipe fitter and plumbing technician, and concrete worker finisher. They offer competitive pay based on experience. Travel may be required, and a valid driver's license is required. You can go to their website at myersconstruct.com to apply, or call 308-872-5469 with your questions. That's Myers Construction, hiring for multiple positions. You can also, of course, find this information on the employment page of sandhillsexpress.com.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. The time is 9:05. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Rise and shine.
All right. The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Some secrets can't be kept, like what's new at the Secret Garden. Fresh spring items have arrived, and this weekend, take 15% off anything with the color green, including decor and even pre-orders of spring plants. Reserve yours now and pick them up in May, just in time to grow. Open Friday 11:30 to 4:30 and Saturday 8:30 to 4:30. Shop anytime at thesecretgardenonline.com. Psalm 136 verse 1 says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love endures forever." The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
In Nebraska, honesty and integrity matter. These are the values local broadcasters live by. When others try to divide and mislead, you need a source you can trust that knows your hometown. Nebraska broadcasters aren't just voices on your radio and faces on your screen. We're your neighbors, focused on improving the communities we call home, providing verified information you can trust. KCNI, KBBN, and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association, serving our community, committed to truth.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here. Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring. Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now. JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday, scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet. Just a couple things, huh? Maybe more than a couple.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend.
Sometimes life changes just like the seasons. Do you have the right accounts for where you're at in life? Call or stop by any NSB branch in Broken Bow, Myrna, or Callaway, and they'll be there. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
You've got a friend.
9:12 on a Friday morning. Brent and Jeremy with you here in the studio as we roll through the remainder of the breakfast show here today. Nebraska Land Hearing Center, our good friend Roxanne, there to help you with all of your hearing needs.
She's got hearing aids that work with any budget because you don't need to break the bank when you go to get them. She's served the Broken Bow area with the same trusted location for over 10 years, and she's been helping neighbors hear better without the hassle of long drives or big city prices. She has over 35 years of experience and multiple Best of the Best awards because she offers top quality, state-of-the-art hearing technology, including rechargeable hearing aids. No batteries to mess with those. She also provides free evaluations, office calls, extended warranties, and discounts for both new and returning patients. So don't get in the car and worry about driving to Lincoln, Omaha, or Denver. Call 384-3852 and schedule your appointment with Nebraska Land Hearing. Hometown care that fits your budget right in Broken Bow inside the Chamber building on the east side of the square.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy. We haven't done this in a while. Well, maybe we won't do this today either. Is Christy here? She's here, right?
Don't know. Yeah, she should be here today. Oh, wait.
Christy left somewhere.
Oh, she went somewhere.
Left?
Yeah.
Jack
Come on
said.
in here, Simpson.
Oh, no.
All right. The reason I was trying to contact Christy is we have a few minutes left here. We still have a couple of live reads, some information to pass along, but kind of laid back for the remaining minutes of the breakfast show here this morning. So I was contacting Christy to give me a song to play, but she's not here. So we'll bring Jack in, and I'll let you make the choice. And I'll turn on your microphone so people can hear you.
Are we sticking to a theme?
No theme today. Just a song.
How about Nothing But a Good Time by Poison?
Wow. Okay.
It's Friday.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I don't think we have that in our playlist, do we?
Not sure.
I don't think so. I think I can go here, though, and find it.
Had to make things difficult. And
yeah, what's up with that?
Sorry.
Okay.
See, and it's not so much really difficult, but sometimes it just takes some time for Brent.
Yeah.
Yes, it
when
does.
he has to search it down, you know.
Okay, where are we? Let me try that. Not coming up yet. Oh, there it is.
You could just make him pick a different one.
I was going to say,
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on now. It just...
He's panicking.
Oh, is that it?
Yep, this is it.
Okay.
Ogallala and Garden City, Kansas, Downey Drilling can help make sure your wells are ready before the season starts. Visit DowneyDrilling.com and contact the location nearest you to schedule a wintertime once-over and efficiency testing for your wells. Covering the entire Ogallala Aquifer region, Downey Drilling, Inc., a tradition of excellence.
Since its inception in 1985, the Conservation Reserve Program has converted some 31 million acres of farmland into wildlife habitat, restored more than 2 million acres of wetlands, and helped reduce soil erosion by more than 622 million tons.
During March 2026, we salute the men and women of American agriculture.
Trias Ag is proud to sponsor this salute to Ag for all of their fellow men and women on the farms and ranches of the area.
Your day starts with decisions, and the right information makes all the difference. Brownfield delivers relevant ag news, weather, markets, and commentary to partner radio stations across the Midwest. Every broadcast is backed by a team of trusted journalists and delivered on air, online, and everywhere farmers stay connected. Brownfield, your trusted partner and friend for over 50 years. Stay tuned right here and stay informed at brownfieldagnews.com.
Every machine has a story. Early mornings, long harvests, years of hard work. When the time comes to sell, AuctionTime.com helps make sure the world sees that equipment. Whether you're selling one piece of equipment or planning a retirement auction, start by knowing what it's worth. At Auction Time, we'll help you start with a free equipment valuation and plan the best way to sell. Call 402-458-4570. That's 402-458-4570. AuctionTime.com. Local expertise, worldwide buyers.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Good to have you with us here on this Friday morning. Well, maybe you're having some friends over to watch the game tomorrow night or any of the basketball going on, or maybe you're just having a nice party outside with the beautiful weather that is forecasted for today and tomorrow. Maybe you're looking for some refreshment for that get-together. And the Whiskey Barrel's a great place to go.
Great place to go. And every time you walk in there, they've kind of got a little bit of a mix-up when they go to their layout as far as what's out on the floor, depending on the day. But the thing that will not change is the prices on the products. They put stickers on the products. I don't know of many places anymore you go to shop where they commit to a price to the point where they put a sticker on the product. You know they're not going to go through there and take that off of all of those bottles. So they know what they need to make on those products in order to stay open for you, and they know that you want a good price as well. So they place it on the products, and then they sell it to you, and that's why Whiskey Barrel has been visited by folks for years. So go and see the Whiskey Barrel right across from Gateway Motors on Highway 2 in Broken Bow. Everyday low prices, free ice with your purchase. Important to start promoting that again as well as we get into the warmer months. So bring your cooler in. Depending on what size of beverage case you purchase, you can get some nice big scoops of ice, good quality ice to put around your drinks as well.
Next week is Nebraska Severe Weather Awareness Week.
It is.
Yeah, kind of moving into that. Well, I remember a few days ago in the month of February, we were on the air covering a severe weather warning in the month of February. So, next week is Nebraska Severe Weather Awareness Week. And once again this year, certainly KCNI, KBBN Radio will try to be dedicated to being out here to keep you updated if severe weather hits our coverage area. Anytime a warning goes into effect for Custer County, we try to come out and be live on the air to give you live updates through the course of that warning. And we've teamed with our friends at Weatherology that will break into programming in the evenings if there is severe weather to adjacent counties in Custer County. So we'll be ready for it, and we encourage you to be ready for it too. It's always good to be prepared.
I'm having a conversation shortly after the breakfast show this morning with Sean Jacobs with the National Weather Service, just chatting a little bit about severe weather awareness and what it means. They also have a tornado drill, statewide tornado drill, which is scheduled for next Wednesday, which I'll ask him some details on as well. So each day of the week is about a different kind of awareness. There's a lightning day, there's a flood day, hail and wind day, and those are all certainly things we have to be ready for. Certainly tornado weather, I think that sometimes it can slip our mind if you're outside and come across a tornado or are traveling. What should you actually do if you're near a bridge and an overpass? Do you get under that? Is that dangerous? Or would you be better out in an open ditch? Those are all the things I'm going to be talking to him about to pass along to you folks in a story.
All right. Sounds good. We'll look forward to that. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Oh, hold on.
What?
Are you closing out the show?
No. We're not closing out the show.
All right.
Nope.
You were giving me closing out the show vibes there.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I was just going to say, it's Friday.
Your frustration away, or a cooler for your snacks, and maybe your sorrows. Lines Appliance has got that too. Plus, vacuums to clean up the mess after your watch party, and patio heaters for when you're too cold to care about the score. Visit Lines Appliance in Broken Bow.
Vermeer has been innovating and equipping farmers with their innovations since their first wagon hoist to their pioneering round baler, helping farmers and ranchers get their work done quickly and efficiently. With comprehensive service and support, Power Solutions of Broken Bow is proud to be your local Vermeer dealer. Give them a call at 308-872-5522 or stop out and see them 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2.
Conservation tillage has been called one of the greatest conservation advances in human history. Instead of plowing under weeds, laying the soil bare to wind and water, farmers use modern chemicals to kill the weeds, preserving and enriching the soil. During March 2026, we salute the men and women of American agriculture.
Brought to you by the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow. Proud to sell their customers the product of America's farmers and ranchers.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents. So when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the one you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
9:31 the time, back in the studio to kind of wrap things up on the breakfast show here this morning. During that last spot break, you heard a couple of ag salutes that we have been running as we salute our ag producers during National Agriculture Month here in the month of March. And we want to say thanks to all of the great businesses who are joining us in that effort. And boy, Jeremy, we have had great response to this promotion.
Well, we know where we are in the world here in central Nebraska. This is ag country, and all of these folks know the importance of agriculture because they partner either directly or indirectly with the folks in the ag community or are a part of the ag community themselves. And each and every one of these folks wants to be sure that we put ag in the spotlight throughout this month, and they have helped us in that mission to do so. Thank you to Agribest Feeds, Sargent Tire, Grocery Cart, Evans Feed, Central Nebraska Diesel, Tri-S Ag, Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow Auto Parts, 450 Ag, Custer Federal State Bank, Farm Credit Services, Mills Hardware, Brad White Equipment, Trotter Fertilizer, Trotter Service and Woe & Go, Power Solutions, A1 Auto, Sylvester's, Mead Lumber, Downey Drilling, Mount Custer Truck Sales, Ag Curate Technologies, Bailey Crop Service, Hermsmeyer Agronomy, V-Bar Trailer Sales, Custer Public Power District, Grazier's Solutions and Supply, Terry Sterner with La Crosse Seed, Prott Irrigation. Thank you to each and every one of those businesses.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jeremy. Well, listen, we know the weather's going to be beautiful today and certainly tomorrow. I'm sure many of you will be out enjoying it. And when you're outside, you're doing things, and then it gets time to eat. You're like, I don't want to go home and cook anything. Well, we've got a great option for you.
Yeah, the Tumbleweed, they're open from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily for dine-in. Or you can remember that they've got that drive-through option where you can pick up food to take home and eat that's ready to go. Or you can grab one of those take-and-bake meals. All you have to do is toss it in the oven, and a little bit later, you've got dinner. You also have the option of Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill on the west end of the Tumbleweed building. After the Tumbleweed closes, Cracker Jack's is open each night on into the evening with delicious, delicious food and appetizers as well as drinks. It's worth remembering that you can go in there and pick up your food and take it to go as well. If you want to sit outside and enjoy it somewhere, they'll put it in a to-go container for you, and you can be on your way. I know I did that coming back from a football game this last fall and did it again here in the winter season. Got home late, wanted a burger. Lots of other places were closed, so I went into Cracker Jack's and took a burger and fries home and enjoyed it. It's delicious food, and it's available on into the evening hours in Broken Bow on the east side of town.
All right. Thanks, Jeremy. Before we go, we'll give you programming reminders of our Husker basketball coverage for today and tomorrow. Today, the Nebraska women's basketball team will continue play in the NCAA tournament as they take on Baylor. And we'll have that game for you today on KBBN 95.3 FM. Coverage on the network will start at 12:30. Game is scheduled to tip at 1. So join us for Nebraska women's basketball in the NCAA tournament coming up later today. And then tomorrow night we'll have coverage of the Nebraska men's basketball team as they continue play in the NCAA tournament. For the first time ever, we get to say they're playing in the second round.
Yes.
And they will play Vanderbilt tomorrow night. And we will have the game on KBBN 95.3 FM. Coverage will begin with Husker courtside at 6:45 tomorrow night. The game is scheduled to tip at 7:45 Central Time. So join us for Nebraska men's and women's basketball today and tomorrow here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Nothing like some primetime basketball to make it to the Sweet 16.
Amen. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, we say thanks to all of the great businesses who join us in bringing you Husker sports coverage on KBBN Radio. Thanks, partner.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Enjoy your weekend.